Welcome, welcome. I'm yours, Carcido, saying I am here to serve the people yet again. Um, the Bleacher Report had put out a list that got a lot of people's attention about the top 100 players. Now, the Bleacher Report, I don't think anybody there has played the game of basketball. They're just enthusiasts. They chose to not even include some of their decision making was based on outside of basketball influence on the game. I was like, influence on the game? That has nothing to do with basketball. Yeah, it's crazy. hmm Well, I just hope people get their notifications. Hit the like button too, because they might be slowing them down. I don't know. Uh, yeah, definitely hit the like button up. So there's a lot of sock puppets out there in this game that are following this whole top 100 list. And when we were looking at the top 100 list, I was just stunned. I mean, completely stunned at like how badly and poorly it was organized. Yeah, it was bad, bro. I couldn't believe some of the names that they put on their top list. It got my attention when they said Kobe Bryant was number 11. I said, how could Kobe Bryant be number 11? That just don't make sense on no level. That man would never be number 11 on a list. It's not even close. But it's like, what do you expect from the Bleacher Report? Yeah, well, you got to look at it. This is a list created by people who are not connected to basketball any way, shape, or form, except for they're fans of it. They love it. So I said, well, damn, anybody could do it, right? Here, I made a list 100 players. Made my own list. Mm-hmm. Things have been done quite egregiously. Took a while. It actually did take a while. You know. Now, they put Michael Jordan at the top of their list, right? Jordan is number one, obviously, in their minds. They got LeBron at number 2. They got Kareem at number 3. Magic at number 4. Bill Russell at 5. Shaq at 6. Tim Duncan at 7. Bird at 8. Wilt at 9. Steph Curry at 10. Kobe at 11. So right there you have Steph Curry over Kobe Bryant. You put LeBron James above anybody in this list, you've already made a mistake. You never put LeBron over Kobe Bryant on a list of greatest basketball players. That's insane. But another egregious act is I saw, if we take this back, because there's so many, but you got Steph Curry ahead of Kobe Bryant. Ooh, don't know about that one. And before all of it, you have Magic above Bill Russell. Woo, that's a bit of a stretch, but after Kobe, we have Hakeem Olajuwon. So Shaq is above Hakeem Olajuwon, is what they're telling me. Kevin Durant is at 13. Oscar Robertson is at 14. Jerry West is at 15. KG, Kevin Garnett is 16. Behind the Joker. At 17, you got Dirk at 18. 18 all time. David Robinson, 19 all time. 20 is Doc. Moses is 21. What the hell going on here? Karl Malone is 22. Wade is 23, which is really crazy. I don't even know how we got there. Yeah, that don't make any kind of sense. Giannis is at 24. Barkley's at 25. Elgin Baylor's at 26. Isaiah Thomas is at 27. Scottie Pippen is at 28. If they didn't put Scottie above Isaiah, I'd have had a fit. Stockton is 29. Chris Paul is 30. John Havlicek is 31. Leonard is 32. Hold up. You put Chris Paul ahead of Kawhi Leonard? Wow. I wouldn't have did that. Jason Kidd. James Harden. Steve Nash. Allen Iverson. Bob Cousy. Bob Pettit. Clyde Drexler. Patrick Ewing. Rick Barry. George Gervin. Walt Frazier. George Mikan is 44. AD is 45. Oh my goodness. Anthony Davis is in the top 100 players of all time, and he's 45th. Wow. That is crazy. 46 is Kevin McHale. Elvin Hayes is 47. Elvin Hayes. is at 47. Let me see. I'm trying to see where I got him on my list. Russell Westbrook is 48. 49 is Paul Pierce. Dominique is 50. Ray Allen is 51. Dwight Howard is 52. GP is 53. Reggie is 54. Bill Walton's 55. Dolph Shays is 56. Luka Doncic is 57. Willis Reed is 58. T-Mac is 59. Melo is 60. Bob McAdoo is 61. Paul Gasol is 62. James Worthy is 63. Dame Lillard is 64. Vince Carter is 65. Joel Embiid is 66. Dennis Rodman is at 67. And they only put him in there because he played with Michael Jordan. But we all know in real life, Dennis was a real problem on that court. '68, the Chief. Kyrie Irving is 69. Wes Unseld is 70. Bosch is at 71. Paul Arazin is at 72. Al Greer is 73. He had a good finals. 74 is Dave Cowens. Manu Ginobili is 75. Alex English is 76. Pete Maravich is 77. Paul George is 78. Grant Hill is 79. Tiny Archibald is at 80. Dikembe Mutombo is at 81. Bob Lanier is at 82. Jimmy Butler is 83. Adrian Dantley is 84. Sam Jones is 85. Tony Parker is 86. Alonzo Mourning's 87. Draymond's 88. Earl Monroe is 89. You put Draymond over Earl the Pearl Monroe? Jesus Christ. Draymond Green is 89. Chris Webber is 90. You got him over C Webb too. Chauncey Billups is 91. Lenny Wilkins is 92. Jason Tatum is 90. Tatum's in the list? 94. Dave DeBusschere is 95. Joe Dumars, shouts out to Joe for making it. Joe Dumars is at 96. Bernard King, 97. Klay Thompson at 98. Dave Bing at 99. And Artis Gilmore is at 100. That is your NBA top 100 according to the Bleacher Report or the Bleacher Report. So that's what the NBA wants you to believe is the top 100. So, like I said, I've made my own list. And we finna go down my list. Oh, if you thought that was criminal, wait till you hear my list. Because my list is based on what I think. I'm basing it on that damn basketball out there. Can you grab that? Who did that ball game better? That's what I'm worried about. That's what I'm focused on. Yeah, y'all probably know who I got number one, but you know the rest of the list. At number 100, we have Amari Stoudemire, who wasn't even on their list. Amari Stoudemire got at 100. 99, Bill Walton. 98, we got Alonzo Mourning. 97, we got Ben Wallace. 96, Dennis Johnson, DJ. 95, we have Shaquille O'Neal. 94, we got Chris Mullin. 93, we got Maurice Lucas. 92, we got Dolph Schayes. 91, we got Terry Cummings. At 90, we have Jimmy Butler. So we starting off right now. Shaq at 95 is crazy. He almost didn't make the list. You think Shaquille O'Neal should be higher than 95? You out your mind. He lucky to be in the top 100. Shaq was grossly overrated. Love him as a personality, but as a basketball player, hell no. Do you realize Shaq only won when there was no centers in the league? None. Everybody was old. When he was in the league, he was getting his ass whooped by these centers. He has no skill. His skill was dunk. Elbow you in the face, turn and dunk. He's lucky that he is on the list. 95 is gracious. I gave him a gracious 95. He should probably be lower than Ben Wallace right now. If Ben scored a couple more points, shoot, he'd be better than that damn Shaq. At 89, we got Klay Thompson. At 88, Artis Gilmore. 87, Tom Chambers. 86, we have Scottie Pippen. 85, we got Dwight Howard. 84, Bob Lanier. 83, Dave Collins. 82, Dame Lillard. 81, Lenny Wilkins. 80, Manu Ginobili. Tom Chambers, really? You goddamn right. Tom Chambers is better than Shaq. You don't know Chambers. See, this is why I tell. This is why I'm here. Mm-hmm. So number 80, we said was Manu Ginobili. Number 79, Derrick Rose. Number 77. What was that? Okay, that was 80. Okay, I'm going in reverse. 79. So now we on 78. 79 is Derrick Rose. Dame Lillard is top 100, sir. I know you probably don't understand it, but yes, this is for his career. Yes, Dame Lillard is definitely top 100. Now, 78, we have Connie Hawkins. Let's see, that was that's 80. That's 79 or 78 is Connie Hawkins. '77 is Kevin Johnson. And 76 is Dave Bing. Dwight Howard ahead of Shaq? Absolutely. Dwight Howard is better than Shaq. No, they didn't put Penny on their sheet. All right, let's go. 75, we have Giannis Antetokounmpo. 74, we got Elvin Hayes. 73, we got Ray Allen. 72, we got Wes Unseld. At 71, we got Luka Doncic. At 70, we got Alex English. At 69, we got Hal Greer. Let me see. This damn thing is off. Okay, yeah. So 69, that would be Hal Greer. So 68 would be Sidney Moncrief. 67 is Brandon Roy. 66 is Grant Hill. 65 is Paul Arizin. 64 is Reggie Miller. 63 is Russell Westbrook. 62 is Mark Aguirre. 61 is John Havlicek. 60 is actually Walt Clyde Frazier. 59 is Bob Cousy. 58 is the Joker. 57 is Bob McAdoo. That was Clyde Frazier, not Drexler. Walt Clyde Frazier. So 57 is Bob McAdoo. Bob, where's the crack McAdoo? 56 is Vince Carter. 54, Tony Parker. Tony Parker's 55. So 54 is Carmelo Anthony. 53 is Gary Payton. 52 is Dirk Nowitzki. 51 is Latrell Sprewell. Now, Walt at 60. Yes, this is a real list, baby. This is a real list. No popularity, no popcorn, none of it. You get the real. Yes. Latrell Sprewell. at 50. So 49 is Chris Paul. 48, David Robinson. 49. Yep, 49 is him. 48 is David Robinson. 47 is Dwayne Wade. Yep, 46 is George Mikan. 21, let me see. 46 is George Mikan. Okay. So 46 is George Mikan, and then 45 is, let me see. Yeah, 45 is Kyrie Irving. Kyrie is at 45. At 44, we have Adrian Dent. Mm-hmm. Tatum is greater than Kyrie Irving. You really believe that? You are insane. All right. So there we go. 49, 48, 47, 46, 45, which is Kyrie Irving. 44 is Adrian Dantley. 43 is Tiny Archibald. 42 is Robert Parrish, the Chief. 41 is James Harden. 40 is Stephen Curry. 39, Dennis Rodman. 38, Kevin Garnett. 37, Joe Dumars. 36, John Stockton. 35, Jason Kidd. 34, Kevin Durant. 33, Paul Pierce. 32, Tracy McGrady. 31, Chris Webber. 30, Kevin McHale. 29, Kawhi Leonard. 28, Penny Hardaway. 27, Patrick Ewing. 27 is Earl the Pearl Monroe. And number 26, Bob Pettit. That's a tough list. Yes. Penny, yeah. Penny is above Tracy McGrady. Yes. Yes. Penny Hardaway is on my list by far. Now, these are the top 25 This is it. This is the last 25. Number 25, Bernard King. Number 24, Clyde Drexler. Number 23, Pete Maravich, Pistol Pete, is at 23. 22, Rick Barry. 21, Dr. J. Number 20, George Gervin, the Iceman. Thanks, Sporting Page. Appreciate that. So number 20 is George Gervin. Number 19, Charles Barkley. Number 18, Moses Malone. Number 17, Willis Reed. Number 16, Dominique Wilkins. Number 15, Karl Malone. Number 14, Elgin Baylor. Number 13, Allen Iverson. Number 12, Jerry West. Number 11, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Number 10, this is the top 10 now. We finally got to the 10. Yeah, people gonna freak out that I didn't got Kareem higher. He could easily be in here because I never put Wilt Chamberlain on my list because Wilt Chamberlain is not somebody you could put on a list. His stats and numbers is out this world. Like it's so crazy, but because of this, he's implemented. So here we go. Number 10 is Tim Duncan. Number 9, Hakeem Olajuwon. Number 8, Wilt Chamberlain. Number 7, Magic Johnson. Number 6, Kobe Bryant. Number 5, Michael Jordan. Number 4, Bill Russell. Number 3, Larry Bird. Number 2, Oscar Robertson. And the greatest player in NBA history is Isaiah Lord Thomas III. That's your top 100. Now, we're going to give some honorable mentions here to this list. Sam Jones, some players, Bill Laimbeer, Grant Hill, I think was on the outskirts. I don't think Grant made my list. It was close. No, Iverson. Iverson's in the top. Is in the top. What are you talking about? Allen Iverson is number 13 on the list. What are you talking about? AI is 13 on this list. Laimbeer, if I was going past 100, they would be in that category. So a lot of people that didn't make it that would have probably made it, like Fat Lever, it's some people that didn't make it that was on the outskirts only because, like Ricky Pierce, he'd have made it. Detlef Schrempf, Shaprinis Marshallonis. There's a lot of players I looked at that was going to make it. Manu Ginobili made it because he just really got in there, but he's not ranked that high. His basketball style and how he played was mostly system based, but he didn't really get to take off until like he was in the right system. You know, he could never really just do it on his own until he was somewhere else. But yeah, he definitely should have made the list. Oh, Grant Hill was on there. I did get Grant. Okay, good. So if Grant made it, then I'm happy. Because I know I was yeah, he did make it. Grant did make it. Ooh, thank God. I was like, man, did I not forget Grant Hill? Can't forget G Hill. You know, Rod Strickland, had Rod been on there, Rod is close. Rod, if I was going to 125, you will see Rod Strickland. You will see, gosh, there's so many players. You'll definitely see Rod Strickland. Not you wouldn't see Otis Thorpe, not in 125. We did the 200. You'll see Otis Thorpe. You wouldn't see Allen Houston. You would see Mitch Richmond within 125. Oh yeah, James is on there. Amari Stoudemire made the list at 100. D Star, Damon Stoudemire would have made it in the 150s. If I was doing it, he'd be somewhere in there. Sean Kemp didn't make the list. John Sally, the only list he gonna make is the list of who smoked the most weed. Magic was number. What was Magic numbers? Magic is number 7. She didn't make top 100. He should, but his career didn't. He wasn't top 100, but he damn well should have been. She was a problem. Oh, LeBron James. Because this was based on basketball, like basketball players, like the greatest basketball player. So LeBron James isn't on there. No Gilbert Arenas. Silliest basketball players. Yeah, he'd be number 1. They'd be like, who was the silliest nigga to ever play the game? Gilbert Arenas. What I tell you, 4 years in a row. Well, I didn't put LeBron on there because really it's like no reason to put a LeBron James. Like, why would I be putting him on the list? You know, it's like he doesn't deserve to be on the list. So what are we actually doing? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I dropped the link if you wanted to come up and talk about it. Yeah, KJ made the list. There's a lot of players that these guys totally omitted, and that was for their own doing. Um, no, Chauncey didn't make my list, top 100. It's a lot of players they kept more modern. So whoever did the list, they're more young. These are some 2K players and some they going off statistics and everything else. Mark Price would have been up there if the list was further down. Mark Price would have definitely been up there. Is there players that made my list that probably wouldn't be on somebody else's list? Absolutely. But mine is close. Mine is based on basketball. And being compared to these other guys and trying to compare the eras is hard. Because how can I say Steph Curry is better than Hal Greer? How can I say Sam Jones isn't, in my opinion, Sam Jones was he only made it because he was on the right team. But Sam Jones is not as big as everybody made him out to be. Like as far as a basketball player, he filled his position well, but to me, not top 100. Pippen 298. No, he ain't no 298. He 90 something. Where's Scottie Pippen? He's in the 80s and 90s. He made the top 100. Shaq was at 95, so Tim Hardaway wasn't in my top 100, but he's definitely within the top 25. Like if we did 125, Craig Elo, no, not top 125. Yep, Shaq's at 95. Shaq, 95, baby. Shaq. What's up?
You know what's going on? I just got a question. You got
Yeah.
Scotty Pitt. You think Scottie Pippen's better than David Thompson?
Here's the thing about David Thompson. He had the ability more than Scottie Pippen as far as that. But the problem with David Thompson is David Thompson fell into substance abuse. It messed up the rest of his career. And had he amassed a lot, I would have really did something with David Thompson. Yeah, the original Skywalker, definitely.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
yeah, I would definitely up there. But he was not known for facilitate or doing everything other than scoring.
Dunking on people.
Yeah. So I would have put him in the top 100, but towards the latter part, like at first with the ABA days, like it was nobody else. He was like the man.
You have him, Dr. J, Moses Malone, Artist Gilmore.
No, not Kenny Skywalker. We talking about the real Skywalker.
Who? David Thompson. They don't know, man. They don't know about David Thompson. A lot of people don't.
Yeah, ABA, like that's like ABA Doc. Like Dr. J fame came from ABA. Like when the
Yep.
NBA got him, he still has some flashes of his self, but the ABA Doc was way dangerous. So when they bought the ABA, they combined like the ABA with the NBA. So when they made that decision,
It's not as much.
yeah,
Now I understood that, and Bobby Jones ain't top one, wasn't
no,
considered.
Bobby Jones, no. I mean, I considered him, but I didn't even put Sam Jones in the top 100. So my boy gave me slack. Man, Sam Jones was bad, man. I'm like, man, he was a role player. That's like me putting Kurt Rambis up there almost. I ain't trying to disrespect Sam Jones. I'm like, I watched him play those games. I was like, I went back, I watched those games. I'm like, I watched what Sam Jones do.
He was cool, but he
He was
wasn't.
on a whip.
Yeah,
You know,
he was in the car, but he wasn't the driver or the passenger. He
Yeah, he
was
did
like
his job. You
he
know,
was in the
Sam
baby seat. He was
job.
in the middle seat.
you know full,
Yeah.
you know full well you don't get that 04 ring without Sheed.
Yes, but that don't put him in top 100.
They don't put him over Amari. I know Amari was explosive, but come on.
No, she was a great player when he was at the Portland years and all that, but it's like you couldn't put him there because he never had any consistency. He had a lot of
I
injuries.
think Sheed was a consistent player who just didn't really care about stats, bro.
Now the
I
Wizard
know he
years
was
also didn't
thrown
help him
out of a
much.
lot of games. He got a lot of texts, but as a basketball player, yeah, he's in the top like 125. But over 100, I couldn't put him under these guys that didn't put in that work for all those years. I couldn't. I couldn't put
Got you.
him in the top 100.
I mean, Amari is one of them guys that had to go to Akeem to learn how to post up at his size. That's just
Yeah,
my
but
one
they don't
problem.
get it without Ben Wallace. That's true. Big Ben was something else. It was a whole team effort. But yeah,
Of course.
And the
yeah.
Pistons
But
did not
like
win.
as a basketball player, yeah. Sheed is definitely in the conversation.
And not thinking about it. When the Pistons lost Ben Wallace to the Bulls, they did not win after that. They never got back to the finals.
No, but they got back to one game from them. They got back one game from winning with Cleveland. They were on their way back to the NBA Finals. They got to a game 7 with Cleveland. That never should have been. That was a setup.
No, it was a game six. You're talking about when the '07 when the Cavaliers went to the finals and got destroyed by the Spurs that year? That was
Yep.
6 games. That was
Oh,
six.
no,
Cleveland shot him
6.
out the building. Yeah, I stayed up late that night before I had school to watch that game. They shot him out the building. It was Daniel Gibson's coming out party.
Yep. And whatever that was, it was total screw job. I could have sworn it went 7, but if it went 6, it went 6.
Yeah, because they got screwed in game 5 when LeBron got fluky hot. They threw McDice out. They turned a
Yeah.
blind eye to a lot of shit the Cavs did.
Oh well, yeah, that was gonna happen because the agenda was let's start the LeBron wagon now. They just had the Spurs and Pistons, so it's like, are we gonna run this again for the third time or whatever? We just
You
did
remember when
this
you
the
had
year
Kyrie?
before.
Actually, shit.
You said
The
what?
league screwed the Spurs the year after that in 2008
No,
against
you
the
said something
Lakers.
about Kyrie. What you say
Yeah,
about Kyrie?
I was asking you, do you remember where you put him?
Kyrie was like 45.
Let me see. Kyrie. Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't have put him above Cloud Frazier. That's just
Yeah.
me personally, but I get it.
Yeah. That's exactly where he's at.
Now,
Go
now,
ahead.
now, did you consider putting his godfather on that list, Mr. Strickland?
Oh, I told about Rod. Remember I said Rod would have been in the 125 one era.
All right. Now that's fair.
Yeah, Rod's career, like there's people that's like Kenny Anderson. Like you could have put Kenny Anderson ahead of Rod, but like that's close. But Kenny was like more devastating in college. Like Kenny Anderson,
Mm-hmm.
high school, college, like he was devastating. In the NBA, he was devastating too when he got his niche, and they were gonna beat the Knicks. And if it wasn't for John Starks breaking Kenny Anderson's hand, y'all was out. Y'all was gonna lose in the first round to the New Jersey Nets.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah,
No,
y'all
that's the
was.
problem. They weren't tough enough.
Nah, y'all broke Kenny Anderson's hand and he was out. Y'all got
Well,
rolled.
well,
I said, woo, man, New Jersey is for real. They couldn't do nothing with Kenny Anderson.
you know these fools blew the arrow when they traded Ross Strickland and Mark Jackson like within 18 months of each other.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking Doc Rivers was old Doc Rivers was gonna fill the void. Never happened. And we had to pivot to Derek Harper. That was a little bit better, but yeah.
Yeah, y'all was gonna get Isaiah, and Isaiah just wouldn't. He didn't want to trade. It was up to him. Pistons said, "Hey, they need a guard."
Which kills me because he should have wanted to beat Mike again. That would have been his best chance to beat Mike post Pistons.
He was done. Like at that
I know. No, you're right. He tore his Achilles that same year.
No, he broke his wrist too.
Because he was just out. Like he was just exhausted. He fought Lambeer that year and broke his hand. He was just done. It was just over at that point. That's when Lambeer retired in the middle of that season. And he was like, I'm retiring. That's it. Right after he bust Shaq ass. And I was like, this is why I'm saying we gotta like look at these players.
Yeah,
Shaq was getting beat in 1994 by Bill Lambeer. I was like, Bill Lambeer dominated you. In his last game he played against you, he had like 25 points in the next. He played one more game after that, then retired.
And he got Lambeer when he was old.
Yeah, this old Lambeer. He getting dominated. You've been in the league 2 years. You got commercials, movies, everything. He's taking him to school. Anybody who takes Shaq out of the paint dominates him.
And you know, not thinking about it.
Right.
Shaq and LeBron have something in common. They're both propaganda because Shaq was allowed to get away with a lot of offensive fouling. A lot of it.
Yep. Alonzo
Like
Mourning is lucky to make this list. Because to me, Alonzo Mourning should have been a lot better than what he was. But then his health started messing up when he got down there to Miami. When they got him out of Charlotte and put him in Miami, that's when, he's supposed to really take over. And he never could get over that hump. And the Knicks knew how to play him to the T. They knew how to play him.
Yep, especially when Larry Johnson came over, it just made it worse.
Well, the thing is, when Larry Johnson came over there after they split from Charlotte and he went over to the Knicks, hey, he was the missing piece. If it wasn't for that 4-point play, man, on Indiana would have went back. I was like, how did y'all mess up and lose to the Knicks? But
Knicks a better team than them.
Give me heat for having Latrell Sprewell that high on the list. They was how you got Sprewell up there. I was like, dog, you ain't seen Spree play, have you?
Remember, Sprewell is the main reason why Kevin Garnett finally got a playoff win with Minnesota.
Yep.
He would have never gave him this dollar. Remember, that's now still the best season of Minnesota's.
That conference finals where they got
that's as far as they've been. Now back-to-back years with the conference final. I guess Ant-Man, him and KG can start duking it out for greatest T-Wolf of all time.
I don't know about
Ant-Man
that.
Got to get him. Not yet. Give him a couple. See, the difference is KG got screwed. Garnett got screwed because of that McHale nonsense in 2000 with the Joe Smith. They lost 6 first round. Matter of fact, they just got their draft pick back by the time KG got traded.
Yeah, they had to forfeit a lot of picks. I forgot about that.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to McHale for that.
Yeah, but that was Stern. Stern was bugging, man. Like, come on, man. People were circumventing the cap all the time. All the time.
We didn't see Shaq play. We saw Shaq play. I saw Shaq when he came in the league, and I was like, oh, this dude finna dominate. And I started watching him play. I said, oh, no. He got give him some time. I'm like, give him some time. He going to get it together because he going to realize he just can't dunk on everybody. And then the NBA, and then his all-star game, man, they came after him, boy. Man, they
I don't,
came out of Shaq.
you
And
know,
he was
I
talking
thought,
too much in the paper. So Akeem Olajuwon, David Robinson, all of the centers, the whole West team made their mind up. They finna shut Shaq down in that All-Star game. And he was so mad. They were playing him like a real game. They weren't giving him no dunks. It was serious for the West. And then right at the end of the game, Shaq didn't do nothing, and they threw him an alley-oop, and he dunked on David Robinson or Olajuwon. That was like the last play he got off. He was pissed. Man, it was supposed to be fun, man. And these people out here playing like it's a real game.
it's like
No, no,
Shaq peaked in Orlando, in my opinion. He never got better or worse. He just is what he was.
That first championship year, he got fat. That's the thing. He went to California. He
Yep.
went from being he was like 220 to 275, probably 300 by the time he was in the Lakers. He blew up quick. He looked like a gigantic Ninja Turtle by the time. I was like, damn, he like a super Ninja Turtle. I'm like,
Yep.
damn, Shaq, man, he ballooned out there in California.
And then he wasn't incredible. Go ahead, my
After that
folks. Go
first
ahead.
season, though, at his first championship season with the
Yeah, went to
Lakers,
shit.
the best shape, as far as him being big and making moves. Shaq was doing some moves. He had the little baby hook off the glass. He wasn't just dunking
Spin
that
moves.
first year in LA.
He was able to get the hook. His hook shot was able to at least extend to the free throw line. He did some
Yeah, he
things.
had this little hook off the back glass. I was like, oh man, that first championship year, he was able to do some moves. And I
But
was
the
like,
second
whoa,
one,
Shaq
the
is throwing
second is
stuff off the back glass. I'm like, okay, Shaq. I was like, man, he's actually putting some moves together. Right after that,
and
he went
he
right back.
played defense. And he played defense too. That was the last year he played real defense.
After that, it was over. And
Yeah, and
like
then
for him, he said what happened with him is he got the monkey off his back. He won. He finally got
he
a
got them.
championship. They couldn't say nothing, so he was satisfied after one. They won the two because of Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant was pulling them championships together.
Yeah, can't count on Shaq no more. Shaq
that's
was
what's crazy is
content.
Shaq got eliminated in five, by a sweep in 5 of his first 6 playoff series,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
And that's a testament that you cannot go to him past 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, he's unreliable. He's not dominant. And that's why I was like, dude, you're not dominant. You got to play with somebody to dominate. You can't dominate by yourself. And you
then
never do it. You couldn't stay on the floor. You couldn't be trusted. You were hacking everybody. And
He never made. See, you can't count on Shaq to get the rebound or at least make a defensive stop. He doesn't do that either.
Nope. Because his feet was bad, because he's a big dude. He couldn't. I was like, dude,
Never agile.
Here's what's also telling, right? Shaq had his career high in rebounds at the beginning of his career. His rebounds dipped throughout his career.
Yep, and in the 2000s, there was no excuse why he couldn't lead the league in rebounding. He was practically the biggest person in the league, if not with the exception of Yao and Arvidas Sabonis. He spent most of his time in the paint.
They said at the 97 greatest 50, Russell and Chamberlain was teasing him about that. Like, bro, why you ain't getting rebounding titles? Why is a guy half your size leading the league in rebound every year?
Yeah, Ben Wallace.
Well,
Man,
no, this is Rodman.
No way,
at this point, this is Rodman. Wallace would outdo him in the next decade.
Yeah, man, when he was with the Lakers, man, he held them scoreless for a whole second half. Scoreless. How are you Shaq and can't score a basket on Dennis Rodman in a whole second half? That don't even make sense.
And Dennis Rodman is like 5 to 6 inches shorter than Shaq.
Yeah. Dog, the Spurs Shaq was not tough on the court. That's what I told people. I'm like, he wasn't no real big tough guy. Dude, Malik Rose used to guard him from the Spurs. They wouldn't even that was their center. Was Malik Rose. People was like, you kidding. You got to be lying. I'm like, I'm not lying. Dude, they didn't play they would put Malik Rose on him. Tim Duncan would guard him sometime and help out. They would let Malik Rose guard Shaq. He would just anchor himself because he was strong. But Shaq couldn't put the ball down on him like that without swinging the elbow. The little guys gave him problems.
Yep.
They could stop him from moving.
Yeah, now I'm thinking about
Shaq
it.
wound up getting tutored where to catch the ball at. And remember, that's him catching the ball. That's Kobe getting the ball into him. Fisher, Robert Horry, sometime when he in the game. That one or two spots in the paint, or down by the lane where he could get the ball and make his two move. I mean, again, I'm not that mad at it. It's what it was. I mean, like I said, I would have him on it because of domination. But yeah, Shaq is a guy that should have been a top 5 had he improved on anything. He was at his peak early, and he just waned. And he was again. You're right. You're right about the big man. So I'm not mad at you for that. I still would have had him a little higher. I still would have him in my top 10 because I do greatness. But even as basketball player, like, yeah, I get it. You go for skill. To me, Rasheed was one of the biggest skilled big men, but you didn't see it in the numbers. So I can understand you not putting him there.
Yeah, I mean, he had the ability to be his size. When he was younger, when he was Orlando Shaq, man, he could put the ball on the ground, go in between the legs. He was doing like
beautiful. Ran the floor beautifully too. Ran the floor perfectly.
Yeah, perfect footwork in the post. Definitely one of the top 10 post-up players I've ever seen. Can still stretch it out to 3. Who do you think is better, Sheed or LaMarcus Aldridge?
Sheed.
Sheed, me too. Now I love Aldridge.
Aldridge at all. He's the softy. Boy.
He is softy, but he was hella skilled.
Now the thing about LaMarcus is he's another one who, at least with Sheed would get me a stop or a rebound, or he'll get me a block. Yep. LaMarcus didn't do much after that.
No, he wasn't. He was weak, and that's why I couldn't stand LaMarcus Aldridge, because he had the ability to be outstanding. And this is what Popovich was ready to choke. Like, we traded for you. Like, we wanted you here. Right. We want the Portland LaMarcus Aldridge. Like, where are you, dog? You got
he started doing? He started dreaming about ring, the cheap ring. See, the whole millennials, or because he is a millennial. That millennial generation, they the ones that started the ring chasing. Because they saw the McHale and all of them, and they saw the dynasties of the 80s and 90s. And they thought that this is how it goes. Let me just get to a point in my career where, okay, let me go play with so-and-so, and let me go play with so-and-so in the ring. And it never worked out like that. It only worked out like that for like a David West, because he wound up, the first time he went to San Antonio, turned out that money from Indiana, and then he wound up going to Golden State, and it just, taking an end of the bench ring. I don't know, man.
But yeah, LaMarcus he was cool. He was good. I mean, when he came to the Spurs, I was like, it's a little too late for that. You came when Duncan was at his end.
Yeah. They won 60-something games after Duncan, but then it fell off.
Yeah,
it fell off quickly.
Yeah. He was going to be the next one.
Yeah,
but he's not. They
thought this is going to be the next one.
Yeah, it was him and Kawhi running together. It was going to be another smooth transition.
Yeah, but he came in there, man. Pop was about to trade him, and then he was like almost on suicidal watch. So they had to talk to him. They had to have a meeting, him and Pops, because he was about it there. Pops was ready to get rid of him. Yeah, and then they sat down. LaMarcus Aldridge, he got cussed out by Pops. He was, I want to leave. I can't. I'm like, what is wrong with this dude? Pop had to sit there and talk to him. Like, all right. I'm sorry. Like, he had to talk to him. Like, they're like, Pop, you got to talk to him. Like, this dude is messed up mentally. You going off on him.
Yeah, he's all them years in Portland. That's the problem.
All them years in Portland. Happy liberal ass Portland.
He could not go to the hole for nothing in the world. And he was like, dude, why did you fade back and shoot that jump shot? Why'd you just take it right to the hole, lay it up? You faded back and took a jump shot. Cause that's what he does. He don't want to go in the hole.
Mid-range jump shooter. That's all he is. That's all he has ever been. A solid mid-range jump shooter.
Yeah, but he had the low post game. He just didn't want. He did have a low post game. He just went settled on jumpers too much.
Yeah, he'll take
that's why I asked about Sheed and what's his name, because his LaMarcus Aldridge had a nasty low post game. He just kept settling on them perimeter jump shots, mid-range jump shot.
But it's the next thing also with LaMarcus. LaMarcus wasn't much on the defensive end either.
Yeah, he wasn't. He's
not going to get. He's not an elite rebounder either. At least Sheed would get you at least 10 to 12 rebounds a night. He can get you at least 2 to 3 blocks.
Sheed would do what you need. If you needed jump shots to get a Shaq out the paint, this is why they had a part time in 2000, and she could do that. If you needed to post somebody up and take them inside, she could do that. He would do what was necessary.
Yeah, She's other problem was David Stern. I don't know what he did to David Stern. David Stern just did not like him.
No,
too much baggy jeans and too much Philly.
No,
too much of that Philly vibe.
Oh, you talking about Rasheed Wallace? I mean,
yeah. They hate it when he say ball don't lie, because that's something we all say on the playground. Well, you give up the play.
He exposed how much he was getting paid. The salary. He was making 30-something million a year. And he was like, how much the commissioner? Why is the commissioner making more than the players? He don't play ball. Why does the commissioner get to set his own salary? See, now it ain't like that no more. But at that time, he had
no.
Yeah, the owners get to set the money for the commissioner, and he used to get like 20-something million a year. And he found out how much. She found out how much he was getting, and aired that out. Oh, he was no more. She was his enemy.
Wow.
David Stern. Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, Stern was putting money in him on his pocket, so
Yeah, he's more valuable than the player.
He went through the whole line of the all-star players and was like, "Oh, hey, what's up, man? Hey, stay healthy, man." He talking to everybody, and she said, "Watch this." He's like, "I'm telling you, don't deal with me." He went past everybody. He shook their hand, went right past. She went to another player. She was like, "Damn!" They were like, "What did you do?" He was like, "No, I'm telling you, dude, don't mess with me." I told you. He's like, "I told you, dude, don't mess with me." But because he aired out his salary, dog. You don't want to expose that.
No, not at all. That wasn't for the public at that time. That was private information.
Yeah, so now they changed that motto. Now they pretty much got a set price.
Now what's KG on the list?
Kevin Garnett. Where is KG on the list? He's probably where did I have Kevin Garnett? No, he's on the list. Oh yeah, he's down. He's like let me see. He's 64.
Wow.
All right.
64 on the list. Yeah. They got him ranked way too high on their list. There ain't no way I'm putting Kevin Durant. I'm not putting KG above Kevin Durant or Paul Pierce. No way.
Wow.
I wouldn't put it. I struggle with him above Elvin Hayes, to be honest with you.
Him above Elvin Hayes?
I struggle with.
Mid 2000, I think the best 3 players on the planet. This is when Shaq started going down. I mean, if you don't like Shaq, that's fine.
Kobe,
but I think the best 3 players on the
KG.
planet was Duncan, Kobe, KG, and Duncan in that order.
I would swap out Paul Pierce for him.
Yeah, he's not above Elvin Hayes. I got Elvin Hayes above you. You definitely right. Ain't nowhere in hell he above Elvin Hayes, and he
Yeah,
ain't.
a lot of people don't give the Big E credit. That being said, or at least won't even go back and do the research. Elvin Hayes was a monster.
Mm-hmm.
Next to another monster in Wes Unseld,
He the reason
who
the
would
Lakers are in
dominate today.
LA. Elvin Hayes is the reason they're in LA. Without him winning that championship in Minnesota, that's what got them over there.
Kobe overrated. Okay, I didn't like. I couldn't stand Kobe. Man. No way out. I call him overrated.
Same here. Kobe's not overrated. That's someone who doesn't really watch basketball.
Thank you. Question, Cino. Have you ever watched a Grant Hill like highlight package and then like watch the LeBron James highlight package right next?
Yeah,
Do,
well,
do
no,
you
I
know?
never watched
Do
them
you
back to back.
are there any distinct differences that you notice?
One guy has moves and another guy don't.
Bingo, bingo. The other guy gets to go. It's like Grant Hill was no wasted movement, succinct crossover,
Yep.
uh,
Yep.
misdirection, put people on the floor. LeBron gets to like the goddamn Tasmanian devil with an invisible halo that any defender gets in the way of will get fouled and possibly flagrant foul. I see Grant Hill used to come up on, I mean, the way he dunked on Mutombo. You know that dunk on Mutombo? It was effortless. Jordan, it took Jordan 13 years to dunk on Mutombo, just about, for a long time. You know, Grant Hill
Yeah,
dunked on
I
Mutombo
ain't
like he
never
wasn't
thought
even
about
there.
it until
Yep.
Mutombo said something, and then he dunked on him in like 2 weeks later. They said,
Yeah. But
just so that could happen.
Grant Hill dunked on Mutombo like he wasn't even there. Grant Hill was
Alonzo Mourning too.
man.
Body
Oh yeah,
Alonzo Mourning.
Morning was easy work.
He's like, you never got me.
He had more than
That
ready to
was
fight when he
Scotty.
dunked on him so bad.
That was Scotty. It wasn't you. Scotty dunked on me. That wasn't you, Michael. No one dunked on me. That was his whole thing.
Yeah.
Winning the championship was not his thing. It was you ain't dunking on me. And everybody was dunking on him. But I didn't
yeah,
put
man.
Dikembe in the top 100. I'm like, he's a nice guy, but Dikembe wasn't top 100.
Look,
So when I showed,
go ahead, man.
No, so when I showed that Grant Hill package on my Instagram, and I said that what's the name? You know who don't got moves like this. Well, one of my bronsexual friends came in my. He's like, you know good and well LeBron got moves like this. You're almost 50. Let's stop hating. I'm like, bro, this is not hate. This is straight up facts, bro. There's no like.
LeBron
how you think you're watching the same thing?
They're not. Maybe young LeBron, like early Cleveland LeBron, maybe. But after Miami, once he got to Miami, and then left Miami, no, he ain't had those moves again.
Melo. Oh, did you put Melo on the list?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you know Melo's gonna be on the list.
Because that's the next thing I saw. The Melo rookie year highlights versus the LeBron rookie year highlights. Again, Melo is like
that was
like think of cars. One that handles real well, and the other one is just a loose goddamn junk machine. That's LeBron. I hate to say it. Okay, LeBron could pass a little bit, but that nasty crab dribble, them out of control spin where he has no balance.
Nope, totally coordinated. No jump shot either.
No real bag, no pull up game. You right. His jump shot is muscle memory set shot. That's it. He learned how to.
Got him over Vince.
Who you got over Vince Carter?
I got Melo over Vince, and they got mad at me. I got Melo at 54.
Yeah, Melo's better than Vince. Come on now.
I'll lean towards Melo because at least
if Melo you again the guys that you want to look at as a tutorial on how to play basketball, Melo is that. LeBron, if you could jump out the gym and go out of control and be marketed, that's a different story. But Melo as a basketball player to study his moves and come on, man.
Yeah,
everybody. I'm glad
put Brandon Roy on the list. How Brandon Roy make the list? I was like,
Brandon Roy was ill. Brandon Roy was ill. The league is fortunate he had bad knees, but
Yeah.
Brandon Roy from bad knees was
Is
tearing up
it
the
Brandon
league.
Roy Jr. coming up?
I don't know. He probably is.
I mean, if he's like his father, yeah, that'd be
Yeah, they
funny.
say he's a pretty, they say he's a pretty good what's the name? If Cayenne was a little bit, Cayenne got a little too much Puerto Rican
Let me
blood
tell
in
you
him, but he
how
could be
good
nicely
he
too.
was from Washington, man. Let me tell you about that dude. He got so tired of getting injured. He retired for like 2 years. Came back and was still whooping everybody ass. I said, man, what the hell is this dude made of?
On bad knees. Like
Mm-hmm.
ACLs is gone, the kneecap is barely intact, and still cooking him. Still average 10
Understand,
points a
man.
game.
This dude said Grant Hill had no defense.
Which Grant Hill is he talking about?
No
I
I
don't
don't know
know.
what Grant Hill is talking about.
I
titles.
don't know because I saw Grant Hill just snatch people ball out the sky, balls.
Look,
Just straight up. I mean the timing.
I saw
I
Grant
don't know
Hill
what
play
they
great
talking about.
defense on Phoenix. I don't know either. That's why there's some people.
Yes, that's what made him an all-star damn near 40 when he averaged
Yeah.
20 that year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When all he had to do was health was his thing. Like this league was given to him when Mike left. They gave him
Yeah.
the keys to Grant Hill.
It's just that ankle. That ankle did him in. Was
Yeah,
it?
he got the staph infection. They did the medical staff and everybody in Detroit really messed that up. And then the hospital, they went there, they just was treating it. Then he got a staph infection. Now they
Oh
treat.
God.
Yeah, he almost died. Grant Hill was almost dead.
Yeah, I know.
He went into
Then
a
the Achilles.
yeah, he went into a seizure. Good thing his wife was home. If she would have left, he'd been dead. He was shaking, convulsions. She called 911 and they saw he had a staph infection. Man, he had a cut going all the way up his leg, man. The infection went, man, he almost lost his leg, dog. His leg was like one skinny leg, one muscular leg. Dude, he was
Yeah,
all
I had a staph infection one time. I caught it right in time too.
Yeah, and then he had the torn Achilles in Orlando. He had a bunch. Look, it just went downhill as far as his health for basketball after that after the ankle.
yeah.
But
And
other than
then
that, before the ankle, Grant Hill was a monster. There was a reason why Detroit tanked for him.
Oh yeah. Oh
yeah,
yeah.
the thing is that when he got injured, because he played so hard, dog. Like Grant played hard, and then they put him on they put him on a weight program to beef him up and get him ready for the physical toll of the season. Because the first season he got hurt, like he would get hurt because of the way he was playing. It was so physical, and he playing so hard, going up against them big dudes. He started hitting them weights really hard, dude. They put him on a weight program. They were rushing him. And it was like, dude, you got to gradually build. He's still a rookie. For the first time playing this many games, coming, out of college, this is going to be rough for some players. So he had to go through a weight program. They put all this thing on him. He grew a goatee. He was he was rugged in Grant Hill. They was like, we got to toughen him up. Give him a goatee. We gonna make him tough now. Grant Hill is not tough.
I hate that. Like when one guy gets a narrative, right? We all know Melo was lazy on defense in Denver. But no matter how much defense you saw this guy playing for the rest of his career, they gonna treat this guy like he was Steve Nash or something. Come on, man. Now LeBron got, because he guarded Derrick Rose one quarter in one game. Now he's the greatest defender that ever lived, even though you watch this guy get cooked by everybody else. You watch him get cooked by Melo. There was one game where it was Denver versus what's the name. Not only did Melo drop 40 on LeBron, guarding him almost at the whole game, but Melo hit the game winner for the baseline right on his head as well.
Right. Derrick Rose playing on a bad knee.
D Rose gave Braun the business. Braun only came in for the last second for that block, but other than that, Braun didn't do shit. Braun, if you really watch the games, you ever notice Braun is always out of He's never where he's supposed to be. He's always giving up the points.
See,
Like I watched.
people go.
Go ahead.
No, people gonna hate on Cino's list, right? But I see where you're coming from because it reminds me of that KRS bar, right? Relying on talent, not marketing and promotion. There's a lot of guys that y'all mad that are further down that was all marketing and promotion, less so talent, less so skills. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of these, look, Shaq and LeBron, I'm not saying they had no skill. I don't go that far, but they were more marketing and promotion than they were skills. They never had to improve on their game. They never had to.
They were protected by the
league. Yeah, they sold merchandise, tickets, and everything else. Therefore, the league would allow, the way they officiated and all that for them to be as dominant as long as they could. But and again, LeBron, I give him props for never getting hurt. But yeah, like he never got no better than anything. Nothing. He still can't hit 80% free throws. That tells you right there. For a guy that gets to the line as much as he does, you know what I'm saying? Like LeBron, for a guy like him that has the ball in his hand like that to start getting scared at the end of games because he don't want to go to the foul line, that tells you right there. And one of the simplest things to do is sit there and hit a 15-footer, especially at his size.
Here's the problem: his form is trash. His form is awful, and then his foot placement when he's shooting is why he misses all the time. His feet are never pointed at the basket; they're pointed to the bench.
Yep. Again, like I said, he got a muscle memory set shot, and he makes it. And then throw in the magnet ball, which to let him shoot 40% at this part of his, because they know he's not going to get to the basket as much anymore.
Yeah,
it's making everybody think that he's still that dude, and he's not even close.
No, defensively is much, and on top of that, his IQ. They talk about his all-time great IQ, which is propaganda. When you have to say something repeatedly, that's when you know it's not true. The truth speaks for itself. You only have to say it once. I remember in the Denver series, for a player who's been in the league as long as he has, there is no way Aaron Gordon should beat you on the baseline all the time for 15 straight baskets. There is no way that should happen, even if you can't get there quick enough. There is no way Aaron Gordon should be able to do that. And it was getting comical against Denver. It was that bad.
Yep. But they'll sit there and tell you there was AD that couldn't guard Jokic. First of all, AD guarded no one could guard Jokic because guess what? His ass got skill. I mean, my God, when I say AD could not play center in the 90s, AD would have been getting cooked by the Brad Millers in the
AD can't play center now. You don't want to.
AD can't. But here's the thing: he wouldn't be able to play power forward either. He would get destroyed at power forward in the 2000s and the 90s.
You're right. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like 80 size, we had Derek McKee playing backup small forward off the bench for Indiana. Then he was Seattle for a minute. No, Derek McKee, where did he go? Derek McKee was with Indiana, but he was, guys like Billy Owens and all these guys. And those were small forwards against the size of AD.
Yeah, KG started as small forward.
Who?
Kevin Garnett, when he first got in the league, he was a small forward.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, because they had Christian Laettner and they wanted to trade Christian Laettner.
Yeah,
but I know what you mean.
Yeah, AD couldn't play power. AD couldn't play power forward. They'd outmuscle him. He's too light. He's too frail.
Derek McKee, Danny Manning was 6'10", playing small forward. He was soft and skilled.
Where Rick Smits used to dominate Shaq.
Oh yeah, that little 15-footer was going crazy.
Yeah, he played Rick Smits in the finals when he was done, when he was cooked. But when Rick Smits was in his prime, he used to dominate Shaq. He swept Shaq one year, I think in '94. Indiana swept Shaq.
That was 92, 93.
No, it was 94. They swept.
Oh yeah, 94. You're right. Because 95 they went to the finals. They beat the Pacers in 95.
They were out 3 games. That's why Penny said, "Man, we got swept 3 years in a row."
Yeah,
they
got swept in the first round by Indiana.
They got swept
No.
by Indiana. Then they got swept by the Rockets. Then they got swept by the Bulls.
What's good,
Yo,
y'all? What's good, y'all? What up,
What's good?
Tito?
What's
What's
up?
happening?
Oh yeah, Cino, you did one. I was glad to see Sidney Moncrief mentioned in the NBA 100 list because I don't know how Bleacher Report keeps missing him. I don't know how most people keep missing Sidney Moncrief.
Yeah.
Why they have Penny Hardaway in the top 100, man? That's crazy. How you not
All
have
this
Penny Hardaway in there, man?
shortened
Because
careers.
Penny only had 4 good seasons.
Shortened careers.
Yeah.
He was
Now
the
look.
second best player in the league behind Michael Jordan.
Now
Yeah,
look.
only for
he was
four
both
seasons.
sides of the ball. He was both sides of the ball. Like Sidney
Look.
Moncrief is one of the toughest guys you're gonna have to deal with because he gonna defensively get you. He has a headache defensively.
He
What y'all
was
talking
pretty
about?
much done after
Sidney
'89, though, right?
Moncrief.
Yeah, because he got injured. But
Sidney
Yeah.
Moncrief, yeah.
Yeah,
Shout
Sidney
out to
Moncrief
Fat
was
Lee
a
too. Fat Lee was another guy. See, when they say Jordan didn't have no competition, they don't know what the hell they talking about,
Yeah, I
bro.
know. Well, Penny was everywhere. He had the commercials. He had Tyra Banks in the commercials. Shaq was even jealous of Penny. He had the commercial where he knocked little Penny off the couch. I mean, that guy was just jealous. It was real insecure in him to do that, man.
Yeah.
Now look, think about this. I was just looking at Derek McKee. Derek McKee was a small forward his whole career. 6'10", 241.
Yeah.
In this day and age, Anthony Davis is considered a dominant center. He's 6'10", 240.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
That was the
Come on.
90s. The small forwards are big. Well, it's a positionless league now. Everybody
That's the
shoots
problem.
threes.
Shit.
Could you
Draymond Green
imagine?
playing center.
Could you-
Draymond Green playing center. Please, they would. Man,
Right.
The only dudes that could
Can
play
you
in the
imagine
90s is dudes like
Draymond
DeMarcus
guarding
Cousins
Moses
and stuff like
Malone?
that.
Like, come on, man.
Draymond is
even
not in
Cousins
my.
would have been a
I'm
power
like,
forward.
Draymond is not in my top 100, and there's no way.
my top 200.
Oh yeah, I'm glad.
No way.
Draymond Green is this era Sam Jones. He'll get to the Hall of Fame. You do understand he was important, but he's a role player, guys.
No,
Like,
Sam Jones was nice. Sam Jones can score.
I'm sorry, you're right. My bad. I meant Casey Jones. I'm sorry, I meant Casey Jones. Man, I don't know why I said Sam, but no, Casey Casey Jones was a great defender.
I don't have Sam in my top 100.
Well, you should have. He was the
I
scorer
would
on
put
that
Sam
team.
there.
Man,
Sam Jones
I don't see no
51-point
difference
game in
between
the playoffs.
Jason Cathy and Draymond Green. I don't see no difference.
Listen, I ain't mad at you for that. I mean,
Jason Cathy and Draymond Green are the same players.
look, shit, Derek McKee was a better, and I say this, Derek McKee was a better version of Draymond Green. They don't understand it, man.
Nah, Derek McKee was even better defensively.
How you not have Amari Stoudemire in that top 100, man? Like, come on, man.
Amari was really
Tito,
good.
what was the top 10? I didn't see the list.
Amari
Or the top
Stoudemire,
20.
I got at 100.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was 100 on the list.
So Sean Kemp is on the list then.
Can y'all stop asking about Robert Horry? Dad, please stop asking about Robert
Yo,
Horry.
Tino, you got Sean Kemp on the list?
No, Kemp ain't in the top 100.
You got Robert Horry on the list?
Oh,
If we go 125, Kemp might be in the
But Scottie Pippen on the list?
Rain ain't on it.
Kemp was better than Amari.
Kemp was better than Amari, but
Scottie Pippen is like, no, he wasn't better than Amari.
he was.
In his
Rames was better than any version of Phoenix Amari.
Was Tim Hardaway? Did Tim Hardaway make your list?
Kemp fell off hard. John Kemp fell off real hard when he got in.
That's the problem.
When he had that one or two good years in Cleveland, and that's it.
Yeah,
he made it to the All-Star. He made it to the All-Star game in '98. So
the problem with Kemp, and then see, people don't realize
he gained 40 pounds. Started
that was lockout season. You know that.
The lockout, everybody came out.
No, but he started his fall off before that.
Yeah,
you know the problem with Kemp.
After 98, that was the All-Star game, and then 99 was the lockout season. It was the very next year.
Kemp got mad. Kemp
everybody came out of shape.
Hold on. Yeah, the drinking problem and the baby mom. Like he had too many baby mamas, and then. But Kemp got mad that people started getting money after '96, and he was locked into his contract. And just like Scottie Pippen, people started getting that big, them $10 million contracts, and Kemp was locked in. Seattle went and signed Joe McIlvain off of fucking Washington. Yeah, and they was getting the same money as him and Kemp, and he was mad as fuck.
Yeah, hey man, you only get what you negotiate.
No, he had all these baby mamas, and they was taking him to court, and he had
so he lost his motivation.
And that's what it is. And GP went to the organization and was like, man, we gonna lose Sean if y'all don't pay. We gonna lose.
Yeah, y'all gotta take care of this real quick. Let me look at Kemp's salaries for his career. Yeah, he fell. Yeah,
he got Vin Baker for him. I remember the Vin Baker fell off. I was like, damn, what's wrong with Seattle?
Baker's probably had a bad back, but Baker was nice in that post too.
Nowhere else to talk about this shit.
Yeah, Baker got busy. He ain't making a team Jordan for no reason. You know, you had to be nice to be on
Team Jordan. Money after '97, yup. He got his money in '97.
Wielding like 8. So Wild is 8 on there, but I'm like, I normally don't put Wild in because it's hard to put his stats are out this world. You know, it's like
what do you got AI? You better have him over Isaiah, man. You better have AI over Isaiah, man.
Isaiah, AI over Isaiah? Are you a
drug? You crazy, man. Iverson is a beast, dog.
So is Zeke.
Allen Iverson is number 13 on the list.
Okay, all right. He over Zeke though?
Hell no. Really ain't over Zeke.
Yeah.
Yo, my daughter is a big.
Got his money from
Yo, Cena, where you got KD at? Because I got him in top 5.
History that could be over Zeke. If anybody want to argue, he's number 2. And that's Oscar
Steph Curry over Zeke. My daughter said Steph Curry the GOAT. She's a big Steph Curry fan.
She probably is.
I mean, she's supposed to say that.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah,
she said, you think he better than AI? He said, yes. He better than AI. You think he better than Isaiah? She said, yes. Steph Curry better than Isaiah.
Now, what are you teaching them?
Fact sheet.
What are you
they
teaching?
Go about rings. The kids, they go about rings. He said Steph got more rings than Isaiah, so he passed him.
Robert Horry got more rings than Duncan. Do he pass him?
Nah.
No. Shit, Bill got more rings than anybody else. Is he number 1 on the list?
Nah.
This is what we talk about with these rings, man. If it comes to talent, Iverson is not better than Isaiah Thomas.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Are you crazy? Iverson didn't have the work ethic than Isaiah. If Iverson had the work ethic like Isaiah,
wait. Don't get it twisted. Don't do AI.
Yo,
AI
shut
got
down
the
the
work.
stream.
AI
Shut
got
down
the work.
stream.
AI wouldn't get to the NBA without his work ethic. Don't get it twisted.
He had the talent. He just didn't, work on his game once he got older.
No, he was a monster. No, he was a monster already.
No.
You're not understanding. He already was at his peak at 21.
Yeah, the problem with AI. No, the issue with AI.
He's a strong scorer. He maxed out what he could do.
Yeah. AI's problems were not basketball related.
I live in Philly, and I saw AI, TGI Fridays, and all that. There's a restaurant in Philly.
Yep, and go that same night and give you 35.
Five steals.
Right. His problem was he didn't have another person to go with him. That's it. To get 20 on a bad night. That's the problem.
No, he got
Larry Hughes, but it didn't work out.
That was Larry Brown and Billy King. They wanted defensive players around them.
Which isn't a bad idea. But they got.
I mean, it worked. It worked on the East. It just don't work for the West.
Yeah. And the problem with AI,
finals, that was it. Everybody was hurt. Actually, our whole team was hurt once we got to the finals. Eric Snow was hurt. George Lynch was hurt.
Look, it didn't matter who it was. If it was the Lakers, if it was San Antonio, it doesn't matter. Whoever came out the West, Sacramento, whoever came out the West would have won that.
Yeah. And on top of that, the Sixers weren't a
We had
very deep team either.
Mutombo to stop dunking and all them. We would have beat San Antonio.
No, Mutombo wasn't
Mutombo's gonna
stopping Tim
stop.
Duncan.
Mutombo's gonna stop dudes on 5 or 6 plays out the whole game, and then get 30 and 10 on them with no problem. And Duncan is gonna go down and not smile.
But see, the thing about Mutombo is Mutombo does like Rudy Gobert. He makes it hard for the layups. So
No, he's not no Rudy Gobert. Don't even disrespect
He
Mutombo.
passed up on
No,
Paul
I'm
Pierce.
saying, but he does that's Rudy Gobert's main function. He makes
Yeah,
it hard
they
for
say
other
this-
guys to get layups. He'll alter a lot of shots.
That's a
Whereas
fact.
Rim protector.
it's not about him shutting his man down one-on-one, especially when Mutombo played. Like, you had too many centers that is going to give you 20. Again, this is what I'm saying. Most of the big men now, they just rim runners who you're lucky will score 5 or 10 points.
But it's
Very
not-
bad.
It's not.
bad hands, too.
It's not only blocks with Mutombo. Mutombo had like 20 plus boards too.
You know, between the boards, and that's what I'm saying. Changing people's shots, trying to get in that in that paint. So he was the true rim protector. You know what I mean?
Rudy
True rim
Gobert,
protector.
Mutombo way better than Rudy Gobert.
Marcus
course, no
Camby is
doubt.
better than Rudy
Oh,
Gobert.
no doubt. You got to tell these idiots at the Bronx sexual stations, man, they don't know. They'll tell you Rudy Gobert is more athletic and all that than Mutombo. Please.
No, he's not. Rudy has horrible feet. He's not very
What y'all got to
athletic.
realize about Georgetown centers is that John Thompson actually backed up Bill Russell in the NBA for a couple of years. So he took those Bill Russell tactics about timing your jump and all that, and he taught all his big men down there at Georgetown. So if you
Proper
played for John
footwork.
Thompson, you were a big man. You knew how to hold down the paint.
And all of them had the one. If you know basketball, they all had one move that you can never stop, and they'll get 10 points off of it. A little baby right hook.
Yeah, Patrick Ewing used to travel all the time.
Alonzo had it. Patrick had it. Mutombo had it. Whoever was a big man, they had a little hook to get 10 points and 10 boards.
Yep. They were taught well. They were disciplined.
Yo, a prom Patrick Ewing used to dominate Shaq. When he was
That's what he used to give people.
That's a
Patrick
fact.
Ewing used to
Shaq-
give
Shaq
everybody the
looked up
business.
to him. Shaq looked up to him. Patrick Ewing was that dude. It's just he was one of the first finesse big men, and we used to complain about him taking jump shots too. The thing never changed in terms of like how people play basketball. People think why you think Rasheed Wallace is not high or Patrick Ewing them dudes. The same reason why we get mad at AD. Why you so damn soft? You mad tall, man. Dunk the ball. Do something. Yeah, I want to shoot jump shots. Or in Patrick Ewing case, miss a finger roll in Game 7.
At least
I really
worked on
hate
the paint when he needed to.
come down to that one fucking shot, man. I really do. Like, you
That's
went there so
the
many
whole
other
Knicks
things.
history right there.
I missed Lil at the back iron.
It's the dumb move. It's giving up on Bernard King. Like, Bernard King came back and showed you he could play, but then he got hurt again. And they said they should they knowing that Bernard King would have been that second guy, even that 1 year in Washington, he should have had that in New York. Bernard King was supposed to be Ewing's number 2. The other guy that was going to give him a Hall of Fame teammate.
You shouldn't have got rid of X-Man. That's your problem. You shouldn't have got rid of X-Man.
X-Man is a lot of them. X-Man. You also got Rod Strickland and Mark Jackson, a whole bunch of.
The Knicks get great point guards and never get a great team around them.
Yo, they should have never got rid of Rod Strickland, yo.
They should have never got rid of Mark Jackson. That's what they should have never got rid of.
They got rid of both of them. They should have played both of them. They should have kept both of them.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
One
I know
Mo
Cheek was done, and I'm glad we fired Mo Cheeks off the goddamn bench now, boy, because every time I think about what would Rod Strickland been doing with them 90s Knicks. What the hell were they thinking, man?
No, the real issue with the 90s Knicks was they kept running into the Bulls.
But again, we didn't run with them. We had a whole arsenal.
You can't say that because Mike left, and like I said, I remember the Knicks highlights. These are the Knicks highlights for me. Starks missing all them damn threes in Game 7. Patrick Ewing missing a layup. Freaking assemble one. The Knicks assemble one of the greatest, youngest teams I seen on the court times. Why Jamal Crawford, Marbury, all these guys. You got Isaiah Thomas you got Isaiah Thomas at coach. Didn't do anything, and then Melo couldn't dunk on Roy Hibbert. So this is the stuff I see as a like. Come on, man.
I keep thought y'all would have won in 97 if it wasn't for the suspensions. Then y'all was up 3-1 and y'all blew that lead because of the suspensions.
Fucking Miami shit, yeah.
Yo, where's Cino got Kobe at? Because I didn't see the list at all.
I think he got him 6 or 7.
I thought y'all would have beat the Bulls in 97. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I knew we were gonna beat. I was in high school at the lunch table, and then that whole bullshit with the Miami Heat happened, and that was the end of that. Motherfuckers.
Yo, those are some fun games.
Wait, hold on. Who's 6 players ahead of Kobe? Or 5 players ahead of Kobe?
He got Isaiah, I know, number 1. I think he got MJ number 5.
Larry Bird
number 3.
Larry Bird.
Oscar Robinson,
yes.
And I think his 4th is it's not Wilt, right?
No, Wilt was 8.
Kareem
was like 11.
Kareem at 90 something.
No, he had Kareem at 11. No, he had Kareem at 11.
You're right, at 11.
Yeah, Shaq was 95.
Big man.
Wait, hold on. Kareem at 11?
Yeah, he got Kareem at 11.
That's crazy.
That's tough.
See, I think Cino's going by skill and bag more so than greatness, like I said. So I get where he's coming from. I think he was a little inconsistent because I'm putting Sheet over, especially if I'm Cino with all his Piston bias. I'm putting Sheet over Amari for sure.
I'm definitely putting Sheet over Amari.
We got LeBron on this. Did LeBron make the top 100?
No. That wasn't even a spoiler. That wasn't even a spoiler.
You say probably the 150 when he does the next 150 list. LeBron will be there.
Maybe not, man, because there's still Chris Dudley out there.
Hey, did Bronny make the top 100?
Nah. Bronny ain't even the top 100 from his high school.
Bronny ain't make the top 100, dog. Damn.
Bronny wouldn't be the top 20,000.
Bronny got.
What y'all think of the Lakers getting Marcus Smart?
They got that's the highest father-son duo in NBA history.
They got who?
That's the highest scoring. That's between him and LeBron. That's the highest scoring father-son duo in NBA history. How you not make the top 100?
Who cares?
Shoot, listen, man. If you and your dad scored 1 bucket, y'all would be number 2.
To your question about Marcus, my only issue with the Bleacher Report list, I saw Giannis too high. That made me vomit. And Steph Curry at 10. That made me vomit.
These are all you gotta understand. These Bleacher Report lists is also like you gotta know who's saying these things. They might be new generation cats also that's doing these reports. So there
ain't no way Dirk Nowitzki is better than KG and goddamn Malone. Stop it.
I think Dirk is better than KG.
Oh, you are some
Dr. J. Doc should have been higher, yo. Doc should have been top 10.
Top 15.
Doc is top 10, man. Dr. J with the afro, man, he was scoring 50. He was scoring in his 40s.
No, which Doc you talking about? Are you talking ABA Doc?
We
not counting that. We're talking NBA.
No, you gotta count that. You gotta count that because
you gotta count that.
All right, so it's like the Kareem is number 1.
He was putting Giannis numbers in the ABA.
He's doing better numbers than Giannis. He's doing better numbers than Giannis in the NBA right now.
Then Kareem got to be number 1. If y'all want to take it to the ABA rules, then Kareem got to be number 1 because he dominated everything.
Well, Kareem wasn't in the ABA.
No, I'm talking about he dominated everything.
I mean,
he dominated everything.
Look,
Everything.
I got Doc. Look, I got Doc as the second greatest small forward ever, in my opinion.
Kareem dominated everything from high school on up. Dominated
Yeah,
everything.
So,
my issue is
where's LeBron in your small forward list if Doc is the second greatest?
If I'm being real, no, I ain't say Doc is the second greatest. I did not. I say he top 15.
No, the other guy said
No,
Doc is the second greatest. So I asked, where's
small
LeBron?
forward,
We
second
all know
greatest
the
small forward.
greatest is
LeBron?
Larry Bird, right?
If you add
LeBron,
Yeah, Larry
if you
Bird's
add
number
the
one without
ABA, he
question.
the second greatest. If you add the ABA, Doc the second greatest.
Second greatest small forward, yeah, definitely. Without ABA or NBA, Doc is the
Okay.
second greatest small forward because I got Bird above him. Three
Yeah.
is John Havlicek.
you got Bird above Dr. J?
Yeah,
Yeah, I do
Oh,
too. I do too.
Bird's the better passer, shooter, and rebounder. Now Doc is by far the better athlete, and he's arguably the better. And he actually not even arguably, he is the better defender.
He was a better defender.
Although Larry's
Now,
reflexes was just
Larry Joe was
nah,
nasty,
Bird was.
man.
I ain't taking nothing away from Bird. Bird was a monster. I'm not taking, but
yeah.
I don't. If I got my money on the line, I'm going with Doc.
No, I'm going with Larry. I'm going Larry Legend on that one.
Larry used to kill Doc. I mean, when he was past his prime, though. He was past his prime, though.
Yeah, what we saw on the Sixers was like, all right, I got a good 5 years left. I'm done.
Yeah, they made the most of it. In '84, they capitalized. They got Moses over there. Philly was good, and a lot of people don't forget the whole starting lineup for the Sixers. I think was all NBA defense.
Oh
That
yeah,
year when they won the title.
and shoot, they had Chuck off the bench, so you know how loaded they were. Pause.
They had
Definitely.
the Boston Strangler, Andrew Toney. He was nice before the injuries.
Yeah, Andrew Toney. His name definitely rung bells when I was younger.
And the Secretary of Defense, Bobby Jones.
See, this might go viral, but they don't
that was
understand. We're
Warren
talking
Sapp's
basketball
favorite
players,
team.
not marketed players.
Not market
You know Warren
players, yeah,
Sapp's a
man.
football
They
player?
lucky Len
That
Bias
was
passed
his team,
away.
the Sixers.
I've been honest with you. Now it's time.
They lucky Ben
Where was time?
Len Bias. Len Bias went on that coke binge. They lucky because he would have been a problem also.
Yeah,
Yep.
it would have been no Michael Jordan winning anything.
No, it definitely would have been Mike, but it wouldn't have been that. It would have been, to be honest, Celtics probably would have ran the East longer with him.
You think they would have beat Detroit with Len Bias?
Hell yeah, because that's all they needed.
You know, I wonder where these numbers would be if they actually started calling traveling and double dribble and all that shit. If they actually started using the rule book anymore. Because I mean,
a lot of guys wouldn't get past 12 points.
Steps before dribbling.
If they start using the rule book, LeBron would probably have 20,000 less points.
Yep.
By far.
Without a doubt.
Shit, if they use the rule book, LeBron.
So that's what I say, man.
It'd be tough for LeBron to even have to dribble the ball because what LeBron does when he's dribbling, like having the extended arm out, pushing people out the way, that's beyond illegal. Yep, that's beyond illegal.
Nah, he don't have no
dribble and a set shot.
As much as people think LeBron could, he's stiff, bro. It's just that when he jumps in the air, he could damn near do whatever the hell he want because he's higher than everybody. So he could do more movements in the air or whatever, jump passes and all that extra stuff. Yeah,
he was good.
But for the most part, in terms of like his
basketball
his mobility and his hand and eye coordination when it comes to dribbling and stuff, that shit is off. Even when he walks, he's off.
And they give him that halo. They give him that halo, that imaginary halo. If you get within that 2 feet, the halo 2 feet around his circle, you get within that 2 feet, it's a foul.
Listen, I don't mind him getting fouled. It's just that they're not sending him to the free throw line. That's the problem because he's getting fouls on you, but they're not saying, "Hey, all right, go to the free throw line." Nah, we're gonna foul you enough to get out the game so we can control the game. We don't want to send LeBron to the free throw line. We just want to put you in foul trouble.
Yep,
so you can get off of him. So you could get off of him. So he could do what the hell he want to do to the little point guard.
Which is offensive foul.
LeBron gonna be on the Knicks next year. What do y'all think about that?
Nah, that's not happening.
I would love to see it because that would be the cherry on top as a Knick.
But that's not going to happen. He's going to retire as a Laker.
I would love to see it because I know I know New York will destroy his confidence, and he probably have a nervous breakdown. He probably go ask Kevin
What?
Love, who was his psychiatrist. So.
Nah, New York.
I didn't realize when he went in the when he was in Chelsea, he was doing the last episode of that Mind the Game nonsense live, and people was booing him in his own goddamn podcast.
Yeah, of course they're gonna boom. Yo, listen, New York is no real. Listen, I'll bet. Listen, we give more street ball dudes more accolades in New York than some of the NBA dudes. We know what the game in New York. You can't fool us. Like we know who can play and who can't play. Like you're not gonna. Your stats don't mean nothing when the lights are bright. And niggas talking shit all up in your face and threatening you and talking about I'm gonna slap the shit out of you. Yep. What you gonna do? It ain't none of that. It ain't none of that. Oh, we boys, high five type shit. Niggas, that's what I'm saying. Niggas ain't playing tournaments when tournaments didn't finish because niggas had shootouts because niggas about to lose. Like if you ain't grow up around that, you ain't really like you know what I mean. You missing some things in basketball.
Yo, Pope, that's a weird ass question, nigga. Get up out of here with that.
What he said?
Somebody in the chat said, "Which NBA player wouldn't you mind get your baby mama pregnant? Get out of here, bro."
That's a weirdo ass shit. You basically saying you're attracted to a certain NBA player. Weirdo, man.
Oh yeah. Look in New York City now. I don't know if they still do this. We saw real basketball players playing Rucker Park. That's how you know you were official.
Yep, you got Rucker Park, Dykeman. King Dome, whatever that joint up there, like it's a bunch of them. They used to be. Like I said, you might get fucked up at one of them tournaments because you killing. There's a possibility you might get jumped, you might get shot at. LeBron and them didn't go through none of that. So why you think everybody wants to? Everybody want to be buddy. Everybody want to high five each other. Like, bro, like, yo, we cool, bro. We best friends. Yo, chill.
You don't never see LeBron pull up in no outdoor tournaments.
He did. I'm not gonna abstain him.
He go to Drew League and shit like that?
Nah. He went to the Rucker, but it was raining. That was the day of the blackout. As soon as LeBron come to something, shit get fucked up. Like it was the year I'll never forget it. It was a blackout in New York City.
Yeah, Kobe was there.
For real. Cooper Flag went out there when he was 15.
Yeah, like
Durant was out there.
It was a big blackout in New York. LeBron. It was supposed to be LeBron, Jamal Crawford, those who played for Jay-Z team.
70-something. Chelsea Piers. Kevin Durant stay in New York coming to the summer shit. LeBron staying on his goddamn mansion.
Well, LeBron's on his couch getting drunk, so that's a whole story. He ain't moving for much.
I mean, you don't have to go too crazy when everything is a red carpet for you. Like he know all he gotta do is just do his regular workout. The league is gonna carry it, so it's all good. Yep. So you don't gotta do nothing too crazy.
Pretty much.
Is when you get that Jordan and Kobe mentality, like, yeah, I know the league is gonna carry me, but I'm gonna prove to the world why I'm number one type shit. He don't got that mentality.
But here's the thing, though. Mike and Kobe had to prove themselves before they got the league.
That is true.
Especially Mike. If Mike had to be Mike first before they gave him the league. He didn't immediately get it. He did not at all.
Yeah, that's facts.
That's Kobe. Facts. Kobe had to prove himself. He had to fight to get the league. He really had to fight, especially after that case, when he caught that case.
Well, Kobe, I'm not gonna lie. I watched Kobe's whole career. He didn't really have to fight. They was really to hand it to him. All he had to do is like get minutes because they wasn't getting him no minutes. But when he first came in, they basically was calling him the next Mike because he had that much skills. So even as a rookie, they called him the next Mike. So
he was a steal of the draft. He proved to be the steal of the draft.
That's what I'm saying. LeBron don't do what they do. That's why it's a little different. I don't care what nobody say, but I think KD top 5.
We'll agree to disagree on that one because I don't think he's better than Larry Bird or Dr. J.
He'll smoke both of them. I'm not talking about carrying a team to a championship. I'm not talking about
one-on-one. It'd be a tough matchup because he's 7 feet.
Like he'll smoke any of them dudes. I got that much confidence in KD, and I used to get that to Melo after Kobe, but KD is different level. Like I think he'll smoke anybody. Like
I hear you. I hear you.
You could put your best defenders on him. He's getting 30.
Especially with today's rules. But that
Today's
series
rules,
against
yesterday's rules, you can't guard 7-foot jump shots.
no, but you can make actually you could make 90s and the 80s. It would make it tougher for him, especially on the screen.
Oh
That's where
yeah,
you
for
get that.
sure.
It would be much harder for him because KD's not extremely pop.
But
Actually, let me not even say that. His frame is misleading because people think he's lanky, he's weak. He's not really weak.
he's skinny strong.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
he's bad. Go
no,
ahead.
go ahead.
No, I lost my train of thought. Go ahead.
No, I was like, KD. The thing with KD is he really got a handle. Like for a 7-footer to have a handle, you already from right there. How you think Lamar Odom game? I'll give you a perfect example. Lamar Odom game, right? He was low key trash, but he was 7-foot trash. Like Lamar Odom is supposed to be a multiple time All-Star. He's not that.
No,
If
he
you got
never had a right hand.
no, forget all that. He's lefty, so he's already winning because damn near everybody's righty. But the thing is, he got a handle, so he could get away with stuff. Like it's like, all right, cool. He's not giving us 30 and 10 or 28 and 10, but because of his handle and his passing IQ, he's damn near giving us a triple double. Like
and he can shoot.
Kind of like Anthony Mason.
Mason, but Mason was Mason. You could definitely count on him for something, either a key rebound, a stop. I liked Anthony Mason a lot, man. Very powerful human being too.
Yeah,
that man had shoulders for football, not basketball.
Yo, you ain't lying, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I seen him in person one time, and that probably was a year before he died. I seen him on Fifth Ave, in front of the Ferragamo store. Like I'm over there walking. I'm like, I see some crazy ass shoulders, and then I seen the design on his head. I caught his face. I was like, oh, that's Anthony Mason. I'm like, damn, if I was in the NBA, I gotta go up against that. Like,
you know, shit. 90s Knicks, man. I was too young to get that because I was born in '93. But man, it must have been fun that year when they went to the finals. Both times.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, man.
But yeah,
all right, bro. Yo, I'm off this, man. Yo,
same here because I got to go to fight at LaGuardia right now. So nice talking to you, brother.
All right, man. Have a safe flight, man. Yo, man. Chat, man. Y'all salute all of y'all. And Kobe is top 3. End of discussion.